So Alex Jones is back. I've already talked about Alex Jones enough recently. We watched a Tucker Carlson interview, so we're not going to watch the whole thing here. Alex Jones is back on X. He was banned for a while. He was unbanned. Now, Elon had said in the past that he was going to keep Alex Jones banned because of what he did around Sandy Hook. For those of you who don't know, when the Sandy Hook shooting happened, I don't know how you wouldn't know about this about Alex Jones. Now it's national news. It's been national news for a while. Alex Jones denied that the shooting was real and said it was false and that these kids were faking their deaths. And they broadcasted that on his network, and he ran with it for a while. Some of his viewers obviously took his words to heart, and then they harassed the hell out of the families of these dead kids for like a decade. And he was being sued for that. He's being sued for knowingly spreading that misinformation around the shooting, which led to their material harm. And he lost the case. He did take a big old L. Anyway, up until recently, Elon's position was you cannot, and this is what he said soon after he took over, to try to soothe concerns about the platform becoming, chaotic and full of hate speech and vitriolic and just like a toxic place to hang out. One of the concerns he wanted to, alleviate was concerns about denial of tragedies. And a rule he stated at the time, and I asked him, like, hey, we're going to have to see if he'll enforce this, is that it is against Twitter terms of service to deny tragedies on the platform. I don't know if you guys knew that. So technically, it is against Twitter service to deny the Holocaust, Armenian genocide, and it would also be against Twitter terms of service to deny something like Sandy Hook. And so I don't know if that rule has changed, or it's like you violated that rule, but it wasn't on platform. It was a while ago, so we're going to bring you back on. Either way, this is going to be terrible for advertisers. After telling the CEO of Disney to fuck off and having that money replaced by conservative startups made for the specific purpose of fundraising and advertising on X that have made up like, 1%, maybe 2% of the loss, he's not in a great spot right now. It's not in a great spot right now. This is probably not going to help with that. And it also makes me wonder, if Alex Jones denies another thing like Sandy Hook, will he get banned again? I know other people on this platform have denied atrocities. Jackson Hinkle denied Bucha. That didn't get him banned. I see tons of people denying certain atrocities. Tons of people who denied what happened on October 7th. Or denied, that didn't really happen or it's fake. Did any of those people get banned? Has that rule been retracted without any of us being told that it was retracted? I don't know. But Alex Jones is on the platform, and not only is Alex Jones back on the platform, Alex Jones now has a bigger platform than ever. Before, Alex Jones had like 400,000 followers. After all the hubbub about him coming back, he's sitting at 1.6 million. And of course, he sees the hubbub, he sees the attention, and so he gets in a big old Twitter space with Elon Musk and gang. And I mean, everyone was there. Matt Gaetz was there, Vivek was there, the PBD podcast was there, Elon Musk was there, Andrew Tate and his brother was there. I forget who his brother is. The other Tate. Who gives a fuck about the other guy? And he recorded a little promo for him. You can check out the promo quick.
Less than a day after being reinstated to X, I was on Mario Nawfal's #1 X Spaces program.
Dude, Mario Nawfal is dude. I don't know if he spreads misinformation a lot, but 1 out of every 4 times I see his post in my feed and ends up being some bullshit.
It had over 120,000 people watching at one time. More than 8 million watched it by the time it was over. Elon Musk came on for more than 2 hours, and I asked a lot of good questions. So officially, I was the guy getting interviewed, but I turned it around, made it about Elon Musk, because quite frankly, he's even more interesting than I am. We're going to be posting this interview with just my questions, cut down the full interviews, obviously on Mario's channel. We'll be posting it to X here in the next few hours. I'll be playing it on my radio show.
Man, he's doing great, ain't he? He's doing great. Now, I wanted to talk about this for 2 reasons. The first reason is it's kind of funny that one of the main reasons why Alex Jones is back is because of Jack Posobiec kind of pushing Elon to do this, considering Jack Posobiec, who became famous off of Pizzagate, by the way, accused Elon Musk of being a Chinese asset due to the Tesla investments in production facilities that they have in China. And I would put forward his previous statements about Taiwan as an internal part of China. Let's listen to what he has to say here.
But with Elon, so he had two main gripes. He said, number one, if you're over 69, you shouldn't be running a country. And he said that if you're causing too much drama, you're a bull in a china shop. So what I responded back to Elon Musk was simply this: where's that level of energy for Xi Jinping? Have you said the exact, if that's your standard, right? Where's that standard? Where's that call out for Xi Jinping?
The thing is, look, Jack Posobiec is a moron, okay? He's a liar, he's a conspiracy theorist, he's a dotard, he's a knuckle dragger, he's a window licker, okay? He is not the sharpest tool in the shed, okay? I understand that. But he's not wrong here. If you listen to Elon Musk talk about China and talk about other countries when it comes to freedom of speech, the dude tempers down unbelievably quickly, unless it's Ukraine, of course. Unless it's Ukraine, he becomes free speech warrior again. But when it comes to India, he'll lay off the staff and then roll over when the courts challenge them. When the courts say, take down these posts immediately, sir. Would you like another? Oh, take down these accounts. Make it so that the Indian accounts cannot seek activists in Canada and seek politicians, like the leader of the Progressive Party in Canada, Jamit Singh. His account is not visible in India because Twitter rolled over to a court, not even a court order. It was just a request. And more of these requests are not being fought in court because before he took over, they would fight these in court and the majority of them would fail. Not all of them would fail, but the majority of these requests would fail. They'd fight some of them, the court would win, some of them they would win. But once he laid off the majority of the Twitter India staff, now they just roll over to like the vast majority of the court orders and requests. And there's no fight. Now in America, they fight hard for this free speech on Twitter, okay? If somebody wants to go on to twitter.com and pretend that a dead Syrian child is actually a dead Palestinian child, if somebody wants to come on this platform and deny the Holocaust, someone wants to come on this platform and say all types of nonsense about bioweapons in Ukraine, or just lie about Gonzalo Lira, whatever it could be, they're allowed to. That's fine. But when it comes to Twitter India, oh no. Well, not only does he not have the same, passion for fighting for freedom of expression overseas when it's less profitable and harder to virtue signal over, he's not even going to hire the staff to do it. He's got to lay them off for freedom. And I'm only talking about Twitter India. I'm not even going to talk about his statements on China in question, like his previous statements on Taiwan. Do we have the Elon Musk Taiwan statement? Elon Musk Taiwan. Can we pull this up? I'll let Jack Posobiec finish it, and then I'll pull up the Taiwan statement.
I ran a Twitter search on Elon Musk's account. Guess what? The words Xi Jinping to his 100 million followers have never once been tweeted by Elon Musk. But if you go back to his Weibo account from last year, you can find him celebrating the 100th anniversary of the CCP, right? And we know that Elon Musk, just like everybody else, he's got his manufacturing facility where? Shanghai, right? Over where the Lao Beijing are getting cracked down because there's a run on the banks. They can't get their assets out. The police are cracking down on them. The state police are beating them in the streets. Elon Musk, where's your tweet about this, man? If you care so much about drama, oh, wait a minute. Maybe when you say you're worried about the bull in the China shop, what you're really saying is you're worried about your China shop. You see what I did there? Yeah, we understand you care very much about what
Steve Bannon's having a lot of fun. Here's the Elon statement about China. Taiwan hits back at Elon's claims that it is part of China. Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has hit back after Elon Musk called the self-ruled island an integral part of China. Speaking remotely at the All-In Summit, which took place in Los Angeles this week, Musk compared Taiwan's relationship with China to that of Hawaii's with the United States. Beijing's policy has been to sort of reunite Taiwan with China, said the Tesla CEO. He claimed he understands China well. From their standpoint, if everybody in Hawaii wanted to leave the United States and be a separate part of the United States, and America's history of colonizing and conquering Hawaii is pretty fucked. If it wanted to, would they have good reason to leave? Well, I guess that could be determined by them. But would they have the right to leave? I think they should. Of course, it depends on circumstances. Like if it were like, we want to leave, why? Because black people are gonna, or some silly shit like that, then I guess it would be different. They were like, we're gonna leave because we want to slave black people. That's what happened with the Confederacy. It'd be different. But if they wanted to leave because they wanted more sovereignty over their own affairs and stuff like that, I wouldn't necessarily, well, I would want them to be part of the United States. I wouldn't necessarily be against it. And I don't think that we should force them to be part of the United States with like overwhelming force and firepower and threaten to like level their cities if they don't secede, if they don't come back to us. But also like the history is so different. From their standpoint, you know, maybe it's analogous to like Hawaii or something like that. Like an integral part of China that is arbitrarily not part of China, mostly because the U.S. Pacific Fleet has stopped any sort of reunification effort by force. Taiwan, but let's also be clear that it's not just because the U.S. Pacific Fleet stopped them. China couldn't conquer Taiwan at 1950. They couldn't conquer Taiwan in 1916 or in 1970. They didn't have the power to. They didn't have the force of arms to. Now, recently, they've started to acquire something that could resemble the force of arms required to conquer Taiwan. They've built up the Navy capability. They've built up their Air Force. They've built up their cyber capabilities. They've built up so many different capabilities. They've recruited. They've expanded their military spending. But the first 30, 40 years of Taiwanese history is not just because we had a fleet there. You can maybe talk about some of the islands, some of the Taiwanese islands that are just bordering China itself, but the main island, no, it's not that simple. Today, it's a little bit more complicated, though. Taiwan is a democratic island that I know what Taiwan is. Listen up. Taiwan is not part of the People's Republic of China and currently not for sale. Taiwan Foreign Minister Joseph Wu said in a Wednesday statement on X, formerly known as Twitter. I hate that we have to keep saying that. Referring to the country by its official name, the People's Republic of China. Wu pointedly added that he hoped Musk can also ask the CCP to open X to its people. Oh God, he's opened them up so much for just different lanes of attack. Like other Western social media platforms, X, which is owned by Musk, has long been blocked in mainland China by authorities. Damn. Let's see. Musk's comments were made in response to a question about the challenges faced by American businesses in China. Because of his business interests in China, Musk has met with senior leadership at many levels in China, he noted, adding that he had felt he had a pretty good understanding of the country for an outsider. Musk visited earlier this year, where he held court with numerous government officials and visited Tesla's Gigafactory in Shanghai. In April, he announced plans for a new battery factory in the city. Musk has been effusive in his praise for Tesla vehicles produced in Shanghai, saying that they are associated with not just the most efficient production, but also the highest quality. I have seen some, look, I don't want to talk about Twitter videos affecting my view of Tesla quality control, but I've seen a lot of videos where that dashboard seems to just be ready to pull off. During his May visit, Musk said he was opposed to the idea of a U.S.-China decoupling amid geopolitical fissures, calling the interests of both countries intertwined like conjoined twins. Tesla is deeply reliant on China, with deliveries from the Shanghai facility according for more than half of its global sales. The electric car maker is bullish on the world's biggest auto market, though it has encountered issues there. In recent years, some Chinese government ministries have banned the company's vehicles from entering their premises over purported security fears. The electric vehicle maker has also slashed prices for its cars in China several times this year, reigniting a price war in the industry where it is in second place behind the market leader BYD. In Taiwan, Tesla has a sales and charging network. Well, that one line? Okay, well, guess Tesla isn't that popular in Taiwan. Now he knows where his bread is buttered, huh? Anyway, the only reason I'm talking about this in the first place is because this amazing development happened during this Twitter space with Vivek Ramaswamy, Elon Musk, Jackson Hinkle, all these people, Mario Newfall. Vivek Ramaswamy forgot to mute himself while 100,000 people were listening to Alex Jones, everybody else, while he started to piss in the toilet. And he is the first presidential candidate to ever publish audio of his piss online.
Sans gifted 5 Tier 1 subscriptions. So Elon is now active in China? Now I know why Chinese economy is tanking.
Thank you for the 5 gifted Tier 1 subs. I appreciate it. Hey, man. He's like a bull in a china shop. But in this case, it's a bull in a china. Anyway, here's the audio.
Musk is promoting an optimistic, pro-human future that the science and evidence shows is real and that we need.
Gentlemen, I have to go.
Yeah, I just want to be sort of yeah, exactly. I'm very clear about my position. I'm super pro-human, and I mean all humans. You know, humans in America, humans in
Somebody's
Africa,
got their thing
Asia,
open,
and everywhere else.
their phone open in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's Vivek. Vivek, that's your phone, Vivek. I'm not able to mute you. Vivek. All right, perfect. Go ahead, Elon.
Sorry about that.
So, well, I hope you feel better.
I feel great. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys.
What a great election. What a fantastic election. Man, I gotta say, pretty weak stream. I want a president that it sounds like they're fucking frying chicken in the bathroom. Okay? I want some Lyndon B. Johnson fried chicken bathroom time, and that sounded like a sprinkler with someone standing on the hose. That ain't presidential to me.